Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of the Lead Her podcast. I hope you have enjoyed our guests over the last few weeks, and we do have a lot more guests booked in the rest of this month, and hopefully it's just been nice to hear some different stories and different challenges and different struggles, but also different parts of success that have kind of came off the back of that. And the big thing I want to do is share real women's real struggles and really show how we can step up and keep becoming the best that we can be, and seeing that through other people's stories to know that if they can do it, you can bloody do it too, and also how we can support each other every step of the way to kind of get into where we want to be. So hopefully it's nice hearing all these different stories, but today I want to give you a little bit of a kick in the bum. It's a bank holiday Monday, and some of you have maybe been off this Monday, last Monday. One of our members actually told me that there's probably only like one working Monday this month, so it's maybe a wee bit of like a relaxed month and a bit more of a fun month, having shorter weeks at work. And I want to come in and just give you a good kick in the bum this week to feel inspired going into work the rest of this week, and just really inspired to keep working towards your goals. Because another little thing that's just happened for us as well is like we have just marked the 11th episode of the podcast. That's double digits that we have got into now, which is really cool. But I just wanted to be kind of honest about the process of building something and growing something, and how hard it is. Like, even when you absolutely love something and you really want a goal and you really want to succeed with something and you want to get a result, you're not going to be inspired and motivated all the time. And that's something that I share with our new Lead Her members when they join the programme. We sit down and we just kind of say, I know you're super excited right now and you cannot wait to make change, but I need you to know that there is going to be some weeks here when you don't want to do this. It's just normal, and we need to normalise that we're not always going to feel motivated. And people say to me all the time, they're like, oh, you and Joe are just so motivated, you're always getting stuff done. But honestly, if you were to live with me and Joe, you'll see us get up every morning. We're not motivated. We're probably unmotivated more days than we actually are motivated. And it's just sharing with you that it's actually not motivation that gets anything done. It might get you started, but it's not going to keep you going. And that's when motivation is not key to getting a result. Discipline is. It's being disciplined every single week to show up and do the things you need to do to get to where you want to be. And with this podcast, like, to be getting it done every single week for 11 weeks now has been a challenge. Although I've been super excited to do this, I'm getting lots of lovely feedback from you all. Thank you all for listening and for every single message. Like, honestly, it means more than you know. Like, I know you guys are benefiting from it, I'm enjoying it, and I think if there's one person I can help today, then that's a great job done. And I've also just been kind of like, just feeling like it's still hard to do, and I can see where it can go, and I see what we want to do and achieve with it, and I've got big goals and I'm excited and I'm passionate about this, but I'm still not motivated to record every episode. I've still had episodes that I've recorded and deleted and recorded and deleted for about 6 times, 10 times, because I've just not been happy with it. And it comes down to that as well, where it's like, start now, get perfect later. That's always the key for me, and it's been quite frustrating. Maybe 5 episodes when I've just been like, oh, come on Leanne, like, get this right, like, you're messing it up, let's start again. Or there's been episodes where I've been like, oh god, I don't know if I can share this, like, is it going to be okay, is it going to be taken the right way? And sometimes they end up being the best episodes. So it's something that I'm not been buzzing to do every single week. And there's been some Sunday nights when I'm really tired, it's a Sunday, I've been busy through the day. We normally do work on a Sunday because we just like to get ahead of the week, but having to do a podcast on a Sunday night to have it ready for the Monday morning, that's happened a few times, just because I want to be consistent and I want to have that discipline to get it done every single week. And that's what's got us to the 11th episode. Motivation has not got me to this 11th episode, even though I'm so passionate about it, even though I love it. So even if you are thinking of, you want to achieve something with work right now, or you want to lose body fat, or you want to get leaner, you want to get tighter, or if there's anything you want to do and achieve, it's just kind of realising from day one, you're not going to be motivated all the time. You still want that goal, it's still in here, and that's when discipline is going to be key. When we need to show up on those days we don't want to, and we need to put in the work, to get to where we want to be. And it's the same with like school. You know, when we were younger and we had to go to school, you would go to school every single day because you know you had to get grades. You knew that was going to benefit you in the future. Same with your body. For your body, not just now, but for in the future, you need to do the workouts. You need to plan the lunches, you need to plan the dinners, you need to put in the work to get that result, but also to keep that result now and in the future. Okay, same with like if it's a new hobby, you need to start now. And every single session you turn up, even when you can't be bothered and you've had a busy day and you're tired and you just want to go and curl up in your bed, it's like, no, go out and do the session because you're going to come away from it learning something new and also getting better at that new craft that you've kind of been working on. We need to keep showing up, and I don't know if it's maybe like social media or just like films that we watch and we see these people that have been crazy like successful, like people like Justin Bieber or someone like that, who was a young kid star who just made some YouTube videos and then all of a sudden he was like all around the world and he's as big as he is right now. Like that didn't happen in 2 months, that didn't happen in 3 weeks, that's happened from weeks and weeks and weeks of him recording the YouTube videos. But even on top of that, like he had to have the courage to record a YouTube video in the first place, which a lot of us right now are putting off. We're not doing the work, we're not doing the things because we're so scared of starting. Even knowing that when you do start, it's still going to take episode by episode by episode, week by week by week to get that result to where you want to be. And I think we're just so used to seeing these success stories that we think we just do something once or twice, or we maybe don't get around to it and it's just going to happen for us. And that's not how anything works. And so with this podcast, we are 11 episodes in, and there's been some episodes I've had to grind out. But maybe from the outside looking in, you think, oh, that's cool, Leanne's doing her wee thing and she's doing her wee videos, like that's cool, like that's easy for her. It's not. And I've been sharing quite a lot on social media recently as well about my running. Obviously I got injured back in August and I've just been trying to get back into training and then back into running from January. And my goal from January was like, right, okay, by March I want to be running 10k again. Like from going from nothing to 10k, that felt like a huge milestone for me for how much pain I was in and discomfort I was in. And we've only just hit that now. We're in May. I hit it at the very last week of April there, I think. So let's say 4 months that took me to get to 10k. Back in August, I was doing 15 miles, which I don't even actually, no, 12 miles. So that's maybe like I was doing half marathons through the week for my marathon training. So I've gone from half marathon training, which is taking hours of running and feeling really good and really fit, to dragging my ass to get 10k again out post injury. Things take time and things are hard. No matter how good you look from the outside in, you need to put in the work to get to where you want to be. And I feel so boring sharing that I got another run this week, I got another run this week, but I just want to share with you that it's not just the highlight reel of me ticking off that marathon. And yes, somebody might just follow me on the day that I do a marathon and they go, oh good, that's great for her. But there should be this whole back journey of injuries and then coming back, injury again, then coming back and then having to build from the bottom up. There's so many times I could have just quit and just gone, do you know what, maybe I'm just not made for running. My body's not a runner's body shape. I've never been a great runner, so why put yourself through this pain? But I'm a determined, stubborn little thing, and that's where the discipline comes from. I'm like, no, I am going to get that marathon done. I said I was going to do one, and I'm bloody going to get one done any way that I possibly can. Fingers crossed, touch wood, that can happen. But yeah, I just want to share as much of the process as I can because it is boring. It's not fun. Yes, we're having to sit up on a Sunday night and record videos. Yes, we're having to get up at 6 AM to do workouts. Everybody that has got a result has had to put in the work. Okay, so I want us to kind of think of yourself right now with your goal, like whether it is a goal within your career. It's maybe going to take a year or 2. Let's not think 3 months, 6 months. Maybe you're like, right, okay, I want to get my deadlift up into 100 kilograms. That's not going to happen in 11 weeks. 11 weeks is 11 attempts at a deadlift. Okay, it's people that tell me they want to do chin-ups. I'm like, okay, well, we need a good year and a half to work towards that goal. And they're like, what? And I'm like, well, do you think you're going to be able to do a chin-up if you were to do it 50 times? Or 53, however many years there is in the year, if it's a leap year. But yeah, let's say 53 weeks of the year. That's 53 attempts. And are we actually going to get to the gym every single week for the full year? Probably not. Are we going to be a pro and being able to do that? Yes, some people might do. Maybe they used to be gymnasts when they were younger. Maybe they are just really, really petite and not got much to pull up. Maybe they're just genetically gifted, and that's the people that we're looking at on Instagram, or people that we think have just naturally got there really, really quickly, but you've just not seen the groundwork that's got there. So I want us today to just give ourselves permission, to give ourselves a bit longer to get to where we want to be, and knowing that it's going to be a grind sometimes, no matter how much you are excited by that challenge or you are excited by that goal, you're still going to have times you don't want to fucking do it. Okay? That was ducking there that I said. Even I read something the other day, actually it was on another podcast, and it was saying this woman was becoming an actress, and her grandma was an actress, and her grandma once said to her, actors have to go through 68 auditions until they might get that one role. So she just set herself up like, right, okay, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to aim to do 68 auditions, because she had that expectation of like, right, that's the number I'm going to aim for. I'll do that, and then hopefully I might get a role in that time. But a lot of people maybe that didn't know that stat would go to 10 auditions, get 10 rejections, or again, they might not even make that first audition because they already don't give themselves credit and they don't give themselves the belief that they can do something, so they never chase that goal. But they might go for 10 auditions and that's 10 rejections. And it is so hard being rejected. Like, being rejected is horrible. We're actually watching Race Across the World right now. It's one of my favourite programmes in the whole world. If you haven't watched it, please do. It's on BBC iPlayer, and basically these people race across the world with the cash it takes to get the flight, but they're not allowed to fly, so it has to be on foot, train, bus, whatever. But they are hitchhiking right now, and you see them asking person after person after person, and you just see them getting so negative and so down and almost ready to give up, and then someone says yes and their whole day changes. Like, we were literally saying that last night, how the difference 1 hour can make to your day. It can change everything, and that's why you just need to keep showing up. But rejection is hard, and this stat just now that I've just looked up on my phone there, for any kind of actors, actresses to land a role, it's between 150 to 200 auditions to get that role. So it just really opens our eyes up into even people that we feel that are maybe successful as actors or singers. Like we said, Justin Bieber earlier, it's not from just one audition, it's not just from one podcast, it's not just from one success at work, or from 1 week dieting, or one day doing chin-ups. You're not going to hit your goal in 1 attempt, 2 attempts, 3 attempts, maybe not even 50 attempts. But that's why we just need to make sure that this goal that you have is dug down right in deep into your heart, and you know you want to do it, and just accept, yes, it's a hard day, it's a tough week, it's not went to plan, but I still want that goal, and I am still going to work towards it, and I'm still going to go for it, because no matter how long it takes, the time's going to pass either way, whether you keep working towards it or where you stop. So why not just use the time to just keep showing up, keep moving forward, just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you will get closer to that goal. Okay? So that is something that I just wanted to share with you today. It is hard and it is not easy, and you just need to be disciplined and show up. So one way I want to help you right now in terms to getting more disciplined, and one way just to kind of open your eyes into like, right, are you doing the work right now? And we'll relate this to maybe body and career, okay? Because I feel personally you become a better version of yourself when you are looking after yourself physically and you are doing something you love professionally. So I want you to think right now, when you first showed up at work on your first day, what did you do before it? Whether that was your first ever gym program or whether that was your first day at work, what did you do before it? I bet you had nice new work clothes or nice new work gym wear all laid out the day before. You'd maybe planned your time to get up. You maybe had your lunches and your dinners all planned, okay, for both goals there. You maybe had extra time to get up and get ready and looking banging and feeling good. Not that you look better with makeup and with your hair done, but I know myself, like we're meeting our members tomorrow and I'm going to make sure my hair's clean, which is normally something that doesn't happen very often. Everyone knows they're getting a special version of me when my hair's clean, but I'm going to make sure my hair's clean. I'm going to make sure that I'm up early. I feel like I've got my makeup on, I'm feeling fresh, I'm feeling good, I'm wearing my favourite outfit, because I want to impress. I want to give a good vibe, but not only just impress them, but I know when I wear my favourite outfit, or I wear my hair in a nice way, or I've got my favourite makeup on, I feel really good and confident. Okay, so like I'll set extra time tomorrow to get up, and I'll make sure I leave in plenty of time so that I'm not getting stuck in traffic, I'm not in a rush, and I'm not flustered and stressed trying to get to somewhere. I've got my lunch, everything's packed, I'm ready to go. Okay, so are we doing all of that right now with your workouts and with your career? Or have you got lazy? And are you pressing snooze, getting up last minute, dry shampoo, flinging on any kind of outfit, missing the train, like not having petrol in the car, waiting in traffic jams because you've left late, turning up at work all flustered and not yourself and not feeling great because you've not gave yourself that care to feel good in the morning before going to work? Look at the difference in that day already. Is the person who is kind of just half-assing it and just not really having all those little disciplines before she goes to work, is she going to be winning the rest of the day? And this also carries into work, okay, or it carries into your gym session. On that first day, you want to meet everybody, you want to have a good time with everybody, you want to make extra effort with everybody, you want to make sure your clients that you're working with are getting a great experience, you want to learn everything about the office, you want to impress, and you want to do really well and work really hard. Are we still showing up like that? Same with the gym. Are you turning up when you said you were going to do your workouts? Are you going in and actually getting a good sweat on in the gym and following a plan and following the structure and getting the weights up in the gym? That's where the discipline is. Okay, because you can imagine if you had that person in the office that's turning up late, flustered, not feeling great, can't be bothered with her clients, like she's just ticking the day off or just ticking the sessions off, but she's not showing up with that drive. Can you imagine more results and more people that would notice you, and how much happier your clients would be, and where you would really be going if you were showing up as that person, that disciplined person, and how different your day would be if you were to show up that way every day. It might not be every day, obviously, we can't, like I said, can't be bothered sometimes, but it's having those disciplines to get up when the alarm gets off, have your outfit ready, and these are the little things myself and Joe still do today. I've still got, in the morning, I don't want to wake up in the morning and be like, oh, what am I going to wear? I'm half asleep, I'm tired, I don't want to go to the gym. I'm looking in the cupboard, my cupboard's an absolute riot, and I'm like, what am I going to wear? What am I going to wear to the gym? And I can't decide. So at night time, I'll pick out my outfit, so I don't even need to think about that in the morning. It's beside the bed. I get up, I put my gym stuff on, I go to the gym. Don't need to think about it. Okay, I know what I'm having for my supplements. So the supplements, we leave them all out on the counter. So in the morning, we know they're all there, we just have them, and then we crack on with our day. We have the same breakfast every day, we have the same lunch every day. I plan our dinners at the start of the week, so I don't need to plan my dinners at night. Like, these are little disciplines that me and Joe, and that's not to say that you guys need to do this tomorrow, but I want you just to think, when you first showed up at the gym, or when you first showed up in that job, or the first time you started this new hobby or that craft, or if you're just about to start it, how can we keep showing up like that person all the time? Because I know she will probably be given 90, 100% compared to maybe a 50, 60% right now. Okay, so I'm going to leave you on that today, and hopefully that's gave you a kick in the bum and a little bit of clarity that no matter how amazing you think someone is, they've put in the bloody work to get there. And even though they are loving that goal and they want to accomplish it and do it, they're not always motivated, and that's when discipline is key. And discipline is coming from all those little actions that we are doing every day and showing up as the best version of you every day, even when we sometimes can't be bothered to do it, because that is going to keep moving you towards your goals a little bit faster than maybe when we're just kind of checking in to work and we're giving that 50%. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed today. I hope it's given you a little kick in the bum that you need. Thank you as always for listening, and I hope you have an absolute amazing week, and I'll speak to you all soon.